Hi, well, welcome back to Noggin Comics. This week is actually a very special week for us. How
busy week.
Busy and special. Yesterday was Free Comic Book Day. Why we've got these right here. But something happened yesterday, didn't
it? Yeah, so I worked my first shift, Mind's Eye Comics in Burnsville. It was really fun to see like all the families and all the people come out for Free Comic Book Day, or just to kind of happen upon the store and be like, oh, I totally forgot that it was happening. It was really fun. The atmosphere was great. It was busy. People were just really excited about free comic books, and yeah, it was a really fun time.
Luckily enough, Eric allowed us to document some of the time at Mind's Eye from what was about 10:45 to about 1. Actually 2, that we were sitting there taking pictures, recording. There was a ghost infestation that happened. We had
to call the Ghostbusters.
We had to call the Ghostbusters. We had someone cosplaying as Grifter, and he wasn't really cosplaying, but he was. Yeah, it was a good time. It was like I say, it was the first day there. It was probably only maybe a third free comic book day that we were involved in. Because usually it's something like oh, it's happening today.
Right.
But yeah, talking about Free Comic Book Day, we also have what we liked from Free Comic Book Day. And, I mean, we have King Shark here, which I think this is more of a how much we loved the film. And, like, now the fact that Nanawe is getting his own book.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to it. Plus, it was entertaining as hell. And if you can find this still, if you haven't read Get Joker, it's got an excerpt in there for that, too.
Yeah, it was so good.
It wouldn't be this. It won't have a list if it wasn't for this book.
Yeah, the preview to
House of Slaughter. Yeah, some of these kind of trailers been dominating all this almost every time it comes out.
Yes,
it's a great book, and this kind of showing you, hey, this is where the story's going. So yeah, looking forward to that.
It kind of like if you were actually reading the series too, it kind of filled in some gaps.
Oh, definitely. I think that's the point of House of Slaughter. Stray Dogs. There's really not much to say about Stray Dogs. If you haven't read it, this has the first issue in it, and a prologue, and the prologue is brand new.
Yeah.
And then I thought the prologue was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited for the Dog Days spinoff that they're doing. So, yeah.
It's kind of the same goes as We Live. Like, you were more a fan of We Live than I was.
Yeah, I think so.
But I was actually impressed by the story, and it had a very much like a Stand By Me feel to it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I don't think any of these characters were in, besides that man, like the children, they weren't in the original.
Yeah, it's series. Like, honestly, it's like Stand By Me and Sweet Tooth. That's what I kind of felt like. So.
Alright, yeah.
And then this was like the biggest surprise, because neither one of us like manga.
Well, I mean, I haven't gotten into manga, probably because...
But I do feel like this could be the ending point, though, because we both like Star Wars.
Yeah.
You love it, I like it. But this was really good.
I mean, I was going to buy it regardless, because of High Republic, and then we also just went out and bought the Guardian of the Wills manga today. So, yes, excited for this.
But, yeah, so, on to the usual. We're going to do our top 5 from this week. And, how about you kick it off?
Oh man, we have the same number 5.
We got the same number 5.
Oh man, so Bitterroot, what, 15?
The finale.
The finale so far, for the time being. I don't know, I want to go back and reread all of this arc at once, but I thought that it was
I really hope that they put all 15 issues in one collected edition.
Yeah.
Because that way it could be better. This barely cracked the list, which I hate to say. I love Bitterroot. I think it's one of the best books that come out in the last 2 years. I just didn't expect it to be the finale, and it left me a little underwhelmed because I just wanted so much more from it.
Yeah.
That being said, though, this has been such a great series. And once this is collected, this is going to be a one-sitting read for me. So.
Yeah. But we have lots to talk about, so let's keep rolling.
Yeah.
I can go next with my number 4.
Yeah.
So, my number 4 was Batman Urban Legends number 6. We got this awesome Black Canary cover. So you have the finale of the Red Hood Batman story. You have, what was it, the Zealot story with Wonder Woman. And then Tim Drake and Black Canary. So, yeah, the Tim Drake story was real good. But also I really enjoyed the Black Canary story. So...
Yeah, Black Canary story is my favorite out of that. Although I was questioning why the hell Wonder Woman was in a Batman story.
Yeah.
Although, continuing the trend, because you're going to realize something about this list. My fourth pick of the week is Batman The Adventures Continue Season 2.
Yeah, and that was my number 2.
Number 2.
I really like it.
Yeah, it's such a good book.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why I liked it, and probably the same reason you liked it, is because you were Batman.
Yeah.
Minimum Batman.
Mm-hmm.
This is focusing on Batgirl and Huntress.
Yes.
And, non-stop action, great dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
It almost felt like an episode that I would want to see in BTAS.
Yes, more Huntress, please.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, I was shocked when I read this. I'm like, I want to read this entire book again.
Yeah, and this cover is awesome too. So.
There was one thing about the Batman Adventures comics, like, every cover looks good.
Yeah.
So.
I'm gonna do my number 3. I think that's also on your list too, right?
That's my number 2, yeah.
Okay, so we've both been reading the Black Hammer verse stories, myself way more than Kyle, but this is The Unbelievable Unteens number 1. Jeff Lemire and Tyler Crook. Tyler Crook does the art for
Harrow County.
Blindness, actually. Yeah, Harrow County from
Colin Bunn,
Dark Horse. Yeah, it's really good. But it also has kind of a different style artwork that kind of reminds you of...
it reminds me so much of crossover.
Yeah.
And I think that's the reason why I loved it. I mean, like, you see that number 3?
Yeah.
And my number 2. And it sucked me in. I would be honest. I was like, I can't put this down. I want to continue reading. It's so meta, too.
Yeah, it is.
And that's why it reminded me the old school and new school artwork combining, almost like the comic book coming alive. And just the fact that it's questioning comic books, too.
Yeah, like there's this really cool panel, if I can find it, of like, you can kind of see like all of this panel's crossover type.
And I'm a
inspiration.
So yeah, you talk about Black Hammer, and I'm enjoying Reborn a lot more than Visions, but I think this could be a really good, like almost like Skull Digger type of.
Yeah, and all the other like World of Black Hammer books are also great.
So a little bit of reversing to go forward. My number 3 is Fantastic Four Life Story. Mark Russell has turned me into a Fantastic Four fan. Fantastic Four is one of those characters I've never really enjoyed. It's always been Spider-Man, Iron Man, Thor for Marvel.
Just the men.
Hey, you know what? Hey, actually, Black Cat's been phenomenal recently, and Black Widow. But I really enjoyed this arc of the series, and because the ending, like, you don't know the ending. I'll tell you when this is over, so no spoilers, because I want you guys to read this. The ending left me speechless. And
gobsmacked?
Yeah, because the story ends in the 80s, and now it's going into the 90s, the next issue, and it's like, wait, there's a member here that shouldn't be here.
Ah, a mystery.
Yeah, so really looking forward to the next issue. If you like Spider-Man Life Story by Zdarsky, it's kind of like that.
Cool.
So I've been trying to read that for a while.
Yeah.
So
add it to the ever-growing list. Alright, so my number 1 is Eve number 4. Yeah, this story I think this issue progresses things a little more because of the person on the cover. If you haven't read it, I'm not going to spoil anything, but yeah, it's more family, kind of like a more family history in this story. And yeah, I mean, I just really love this.
Yeah, this is
series.
Yeah, I think once this collected, it's gonna be a phenomenal story.
Yeah.
This issue didn't hit me as hard as the other ones, but it did have a very good. It had another twist.
Yeah, the twisted ending, I think, was what. Yeah.
Talking about a twist, this book shouldn't exist. My number 1.
That was good.
Batman, I might make you list. Batman 89, number 1. Now, see, I'm a huge Tim Burton Batman fan. This book has everything that I loved from the films.
Yeah.
Plus, when you see Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent, you can't help but read it as Billy D. Williams. You got so smooth voice going on.
Mm-hmm.
You have a Prince cameo.
Yeah.
You have a page that's just littered with Tim Burton Easter eggs.
Yeah, that was
which
cool.
was kind of it's not like finding Where's Waldo almost.
Right.
No, I'm totally in the bag for let's do this book. Samus' new Superman book coming out. That's based off Christopher Reeves. It's just 76, I think. It's just one of those things where it may be my favorite Batman title at the moment.
Wow.
And I think it's just because of that love I have for the films.
Yeah, that's fair. It was really good. Yeah.
But now that we're done with these, this week was, like you said, it was a busy week. Not to mention you working the shift, but so much came out content-wise.
Yeah, what do we got? We had...
on Tuesday, we had...
Season 2 of Stargirl.
Season 2 of Stargirl
and the
started.
penultimate of Superman and Lois.
Yeah. Which... Superman and Lois has been awesome. It's been great. I think it's probably... Well, we'll get to it. But... Going into today, I thought that was the best show we watched this week so far.
Yes. I see.
And I was a little disappointed in Stargirl.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was more of a kind of a more twisted, like haunted type start.
Well, it wasn't that. I love that part. I love the eclipse though. How that great. But I think what was wrong so it was just like it took up until the end
to get going. Yeah. Well, maybe that's the point.
And also say, you know what? Hey, anybody from CW watching this, can you stop Mr. Commercials after 5 minutes? So,
yeah. I mean,
yeah. So here's the thing: it didn't bug us for Superman and Lois, but it really killed the vibe for Stargirl. I think commercials. But hey, that's just a little tiny gripe. But we both recommend watching both of them. They've been. If you haven't seen season 1 of Stargirl, it's on HBO Max. Just check it out.
Superman and Lois is too.
Superman and Lois, yeah.
Yeah. It's really good.
The dude that plays him is really good.
Yeah.
Like Superman.
Brandon.
Tyler. Something.
Anyway, and then we just watched.
No, you're forgetting something. You're forgetting about Wednesday morning.
Oh yeah. What If?
Yeah, What If came out. The first episode of it was Captain Carter.
Yeah.
I want to say we liked it.
I mean, I really liked it. You were not really awake.
I was sleepy. But the thing is, like, the animation, I love the animation. And basically it was like Captain, or Peggy Carter.
Yeah.
Being in Captain America's shoes in First Avengers.
Yep, so what if she stayed in that room and then something went wrong and she had to jump in to get the super soldier serum instead of...
Oh, that being said, I do think that What If's going to continue to grow because by the end of it, I was wanting to see the next episode.
Yeah.
So, every week probably going to have like what we saw about What If. But yeah, so far the animation's been phenomenal. I think.
Yeah, I was surprised. I mean, yeah, it's a step up for Marvel's animation, I think. I mean, besides Spider-Verse, Into Spider-Verse, I just loved DC's animation, but this was really good. So.
Yeah, we got DC animated film sitting on the table right now to watch.
I'm a little biased there, but that's me. So, but yeah, this is good. Reminded me of the Spider-Verse animation style, and I think the whole series.
Maybe a little. Yeah. Well, it's not shell shading like Spider-Verse, but it's very much good. And looking forward to T'Challa as Star-Lord though, and Marvel Zombies.
Right.
So, but today, what you were getting at.
Yeah.
So right before we hopped on to do this. And before we dove into some pizza, we watched the first 3 episodes of the new season of Titans.
Yes, season 3.
Season 3, and
wow,
we had to take a little bit of a break. We were gonna hop into filming. That 3rd episode though had both of us just like.
Yeah, it's a little emotional.
Yeah, they improved on everything.
Yeah.
Everything that I think they had to address, they did already.
Yeah, so. You got Barbara Gordon. You got. Red Hood.
Yeah, right. You got a hint of Tim Drake.
The hint of Tim Drake.
Yeah, a lot of Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Jonathan Crane.
Yep.
But I also, God, I'm trying to think of her name, Anna Dabb.
And
the one place Starfire. She grew into that role. I know it was a lot of controversy when she was casted.
I think she did great.
But she's doing a hell of a job now. And honestly, like one of my biggest gripes of the last 2 seasons was Beast Boy. Yeah,
Beast Boy is definitely growing into his character, and same with Connor.
Connor was really good in the last couple of episodes.
Yes. So these 3 episodes, I think for both of us, were more captivating, I think, than the first 2 seasons. I mean,
season 1 has
things happening at more of a faster pace.
Yeah. Well, it has. You could tell it has HBO Max funding.
That's true.
Opposed to DC Universe.
But I'm excited for what's to come. I'm excited for Blackfire to come in. She's very underrated. But yeah.
Yeah, and what was it, next month, September? Doom Patrol already?
And then Doom Patrol.
So we have a lot of content coming. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know if you like the fact that we talk about this content beyond comics, because one thing about this community, it's not just comic books. You have a comic community, but there's a lot of us out there that don't read the comics, that only watch the shows and movies. So,
or vice versa.
Or yeah, vice versa. I mean, every time in the comic shop, we always hear opinions vary.
And everyone has the right to their own opinion.
Yeah. So if you do have an opinion on any of these comics or any of the shows we have talked about, please put them in the comment section. We would love to hear what you think of these. But share this video. And I'm saying share it because we want to get more subscribers. No, honestly though, I just we want to continue growing the community, and we want to provide a good voice for the community, voice of positivity. I think that's really something that this community needs. So like,
subscribe,
and comment.
Thanks.
See you at the comic shop, or she will. Actually.
Yeah.